Hi everyone, it's me again. So today we're gonna be starting the new project, an incremental project I'm calling the Simple Bank, which is a basic bank infrastructure we're gonna do. So we're gonna have a class called bank with name that must be immutable because the name of the bank doesn't change that often. We have the identification for the bank, which is gonna be CNPJ. And you're gonna have a linked list of accounts. This is a following class you're gonna create in the next video probably. And we're gonna be developing our own linked list. We're not gonna use the linked list that the Java gives us because I don't know, because we're stupid or something. And for you who are asking what is a linked list, so linked list is similar to an array, but instead of having a linear structure, a big piece of structure with a bunch of divisions, something similar to this, you have a bunch of objects that point to each other. So you have different objects, one pointing to another. So they're isolated objects pointing to one another. And this gives you a bit more freedom on how do you want to structure it. For example, if you want to use a tree structure here, we can. Just need to go back here, do this and this. It's going to be a bit too ugly, but that's fine. This is so ugly. Okay. You're gonna use here and okay, that's good enough. Let's just okay. So this gives you a bit more freedom to choose how you're gonna display, how do you want to lay out the information, because you're not limited to a more linear structure. So you can do different positions, like you can go here, we can go, oh, this connects here, that's cool. We can go circle, maybe change this add-on connection here and connect to the first one, like here. So it gives you a bit more freedom to choose the structure. So I set up a project with some information and I added JUnit for us to do entire testing. And I start to set up. So I set up a node, the basis of our linked list. So I set up a node, a bank class that's empty right now, a node that's going to be used for a cool list. And we're going to be developing the basics for it. So right now you can just create a list with nothing. So let me main here, and I'm going to create just a list, cool list, using generics here too. So it's going to be a list of strings, create a new cool list. Forgot the name of the variable. So let's put str. And since we are using Java 25, I'm going to be using some of the new features. For example, var. Why is he complaining about var here? Why need to hit this here, string? He's complaining about var. When resolve symbol var. Set var, type var. What? Okay, I'm just gonna set the language to, I think this works now. Let's check it out. Probably gonna get a memory address here to see if it's working. This is taking a long time. Building. So here I have the start of the list and the end of the list. Okay, so you get a memory address here, that's fine. Now let's create our first, actually let's create a method that's called public returns boolean, and it's called it's empty. think this is going to be useful in the future, so I'm going to create it now, because all I have to do is check if is return, if this is the actually the start is equal to null. If it is equal to null, it's going to return true, that's empty. If it's not equal to null, it's going to return false. And another one that I think I'll need in the future too is private int size, because you're probably going to need to figure out the size of the list. So what I'm going to do here is public. It's going to be a getter, so let's use the IDE feature here. Let's go with the size. You can just get size, or we can make it more similar to a list, a linked list. So you're going to do size here. Okay, now let's create the heart of the class, which is the public void add void. Let me check something here real quick. I'm trying to create a linked list, so I'm going to create a link. I'm trying to make it as closer as possible. Let's just create it so I can close as possible to the linked list. So let's see what it does. When it adds, let's search here, add first, add last. Where's the add? We have an add here. So it receives an element and adds in the last position and returns a true. So it returns a boolean. So our method will also return a boolean. We'll receive a E of type element. Let's put element. Let's not do it exactly. Let's not just copy and paste. Let's close this. So what we're going to do here is we need to add in the linked list. So we need to create a node of type E, new node, and you're gonna instantiate with the element. I'm not checking if the element has information, so I'm trusting the user for now. And we're gonna check if, so let me actually note here real quick. So I have two situations. I think I have two situations, which is the empty list and a one element list and no, actually I don't have one element list. I have the any element list. So if the list is empty, I'll need to, what do I do here? So I have to starts no. So I do if start to no. So if I don't have any elements in the list, wait, go back. I will, let's actually put this here to make it easier to understand. This dot start equals new node. So I'm starting the list, and the end of the list will also receive, oh, damn it, this dot start, because the start of the list and the end of the list are pointing to the same point because I only have one element. Else, so if I already have one element, what I'm gonna do is I created a node. So I need to just define the next element. So I'm gonna do is this dot end dot did I make the next private? Oh, I made the next private. What do I do here? I'm gonna create a setter here then. Insert setter for next. Set next. This is not next. Yeah, I think that's fine. So you're gonna do set next. So you're gonna set the next element to new node. And what am I missing? Element 10. So I need to set end to the next element too. Next end equals new node. Okay. So, and I return through. Actually, I need to increase the size too, right? Yeah. So I'm gonna do this in the end here. This dot size plus plus. Okay. Okay. I actually need to return something here. Edit, it returns a boolean. If it was edit. How can I check if this is boolean? I think I can check this dot end here. Because if the end is no, you didn't add anything. Yeah, that's the best option. This dot add return. The end is different from no. Is equal to no? He's complaining about something here. What is this? To false. Wait, what? So this is always true. Yeah, let's return true then, since it's true. Yeah, I don't think they can go through here without doing anything, because in both cases they do something with the end of the list. Yeah, I think that they cannot do anything. Okay, so let's add some elements to our list. We probably need to create a toString override too. Yeah, it's not gonna print here. Shit. Actually, I don't need to. I realized that I don't need to use this in Java 25. I can just go for IO. Why is he complaining again? Shit. He's complaining about different languages. Okay, I think it still works. Okay, he points to the address. I need to override the toString method here. But how do I do the string override? Let's check. Well, let's do the adding first, and then we do the str.add. So I'm gonna add, is a string, right? I'm gonna add hello. I'm gonna debug here just to see if it's adding or not. Add a breakpoint here. Okay, so I have a breakpoint. Let's check the string. So the start is hello, and the end is hello. Actually, I should add more stuff here. Actually, this dot starts no. No, it's right. Yeah, I think it's right. Hello. Let's put world. We'll put ciao. Good debug again. So our start should be hello and our end should be Java. Hello. Java, that's fine. So next points to world, and the next. So our timer is over. Let's finish this first, and then I ended the video. So it's working so far. Let's finish the video then by creating the print method, because this here is not working properly. Let's generate toString here. Let's use the IntelliJ stuff. toString. Okay, I think that's okay. Well, let's see if it works this way. I don't think it's gonna work, but so I don't need this anymore in Java 25. Oh, that's cool. I actually need this static, I believe. Yeah, it didn't work though. Okay, so we need to print this in a different way. So since this is a node, I'll need a way to get the data. I already have a set, but I need to get the data from there. What's to get the data here? Let's create a getter for here. Public ich get data. We'll return this dot data. Now we can retrieve the data. Oh, it's here. So here we can do dot get data. And I still think it's not gonna work though. And this dot get data. Let's see how it's gonna work. I don't think this is gonna work. Yeah, it actually didn't print the way I wanted to print, but it's getting close to it. Let's do this actually. I'm gonna do a string builder here. String builder. SB equals new string builder with nothing inside. We also need a node of type E. Let's use var again. Var node equals new node. Actually, it needs to go to the head of this start. This dot start, and while what do I do? I'll check if the node is empty. Node is different than no. Why is it different than no? I'll do an sb dot, and I'm gonna append. How I'm gonna show this information? So I'm gonna node dot get data. Get data. I think I'm gonna show it similar to here with an arrow. So I'm gonna do. It's gonna show the data. It's gonna. I need to check here. I need to do an if. If it has a next. If node dot. I don't have a has a next method. Should I add a has a next, or should I create a getter here? I think I'm gonna create a getter. Oh, not a setter. Let's create a setter for. It's a getter, damn it. Getter for next. Okay, so return next. You'll return get dot next. I think I could create a method called has next, but how would I create a method called has next, and where would I put it? So I would check if it has next. I would have to create inside the list to check if it has a next element. You would receive a node. No, actually, you couldn't receive a node. You would receive a node and check if it has a next element. But I would need. I don't think it's going to work. I would need to implement it. Actually, I could implement this in Node here. Instead of getting next, I can just public boolean has next. And a return, it receives a node here. Let's copy this. Our node. And a return if node dot get next is different than no. This is going to check if the next node is no. Actually, I need to check if node is no first, right? Let's do a no safety here. Node equals no. I'll also return a false here. Let's return something. Return. Okay, so I check this. If it's not no, I send this. Okay. Has next. So I actually don't need to do this. I can simply go and say has next. But I would need to send the node twice. Yeah, I would need to send the node using the node. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Let's fix this later. I'm gonna send the node, check if it has next. Yeah, actually this should automatically do this without me sending anything. How can we do this? I think we can use this here. I think we can use this here. We take off this and we use this. Is equal to no. This is always false. Can I use this dot next? Oh, I can use this dot next. So this here becomes unnecessary. So let's close this. This way I don't need to send a node here, which is weird. Yeah, there you go. I think this is gonna work. So what do we do next? I was checking what I was doing. Okay, I was gonna append sb dot. I was going to append an arrow here. So this space, this space. And I'm going to return the SB here. SB is a string builder. I need to choose string here. Okay. So it goes through. It does a node. What is the node doing here? It's not updated inside the loop. What? Did inside the loop. Oh, I forgot to. It's gonna be a while true because the node is never changing. So I need to do node equals node dot get next. So I actually need the get next method. Yeah, I think no, it's okay. So let's try to print this now. I'm just using the linked list as a reference. So let's put it up there and try to print it here. Okay. Let's see if it works properly. There you go. Hello, pointing to the next one, and it's the end. So if I add one more, Let's put. I started using names. And Julie, let's change it for names. I'm gonna put Tiago, Lucas, Taylor. And do this, run. Okay. So this, I think this is fine. I think for now we're gonna stop here. Actually, I need to write the tests for this. I forgot. Should I do the tests in the next video? Alright, let's test that. Is empty and size too. Did I forgot? Dot size here. Why is that size here like this? That's weird. Let's check what it does. Empty is empty, and we're gonna create an empty here just to make sure it works. Empty. Okay. Empty. And we're gonna use this and a string r here to see. We're already making the tests without the JUnit. Just to make sure it works. Okay, so wait, what? Where is this size coming from? Is it public? No, I declared it as private. Where did he got this size from though? Oh, it's because I'm in the same class? Ah, it's because I'm in the same class. Okay, makes sense. So if I use it here in bank, this is here in bank, just to make sure. Oh, it creates this only static, that's cool. And I'm gonna create, let's copy everything and run there just to see. It's because I'm in the same class, so he allows it, okay. Yeah, it's showing the error here. It's private access. Oh, that's the point. Let's delete this information here so we don't mess up anything. Oh. Control Z. Okay, so we kind of created the tests already. We have the size. Let's see if it's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have the empty, checking if it's empty. Okay, we'll probably need to add 1 or 2 methods here. I think we need 1 for now, which is going to be the remove method. Will be probably the next one we have to do. Empty size, we add and remove. Maybe. So let's put a to do here for the next video. To do. And create remove method. And also to do create a find method. Yeah, I think those are the methods I'll need. Create, find. Maybe I could create an element, check if the. No, I can use the find for it. I could create a method to check if the element exists. But I could use the find and return something if it finds it. And I think that's fine for now. So that's it for today's video. Hope you like it. Bye. Peace out. I'll catch you guys later.